That song is called Queen Majesty. Aloha, my friend. This is Billy Wigley coming at you live from the Ninth Island, Las Vegas, Nevada. What's happening today? Are we ready to get into some sorting, A to Z sorting to keep on learning? And remember, my friends, it's really important as we're learning, let's not get stressed out. Let's not get upset. Let's not get mad. Let's just get some skills. And we've got our data range already set up right here. We can call this range of data, or you can call it a list. And just last week, I did a live stream on the 7 habits of effective lists. So we've applied them here, and our data is organized properly. Now we can start applying some tools and running some reports. And what we want to do is sort our data, and there's a lot of different ways of sorting. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to open up the ribbon, and I press Control F1 to do that. Now I use a lot of shortcuts, okay? I use a lot of shortcuts because it's the most effective way and most fun way to work with Excel. So remember to go to don'tgetmadgetskills.com, and when you're in don'tgetmadgetskills.com, go right over here to where it says coming soon. And if you look in the description down below, you're going to have a link to this part of my website. And then right here, make sure that you go ahead and make yourself a VIP today and get on the list, because as soon as I have this course ready, which is going to be this week, I'm going to release it. And all of the VIPs, which is you, if you go ahead and make yourself a VIP, when you make yourself a VIP, you're going to get a notification that says, hey, welcome to the course. It's open for you. It's the #1 selling course that I have on other platforms. I've got almost 10,000 students in it, thousands of great reviews, and I want you at my school to have it for free so that you can keep up with all the shortcuts that I do. So now we're learning how to sort our data. When we're working with our data, we want to go to our data tab, because in our data tab is where we're going to find all of the groups that contain the tools that we're going to apply. In the data group, we have the sort and filter group. Let me stop for a second. Do you remember the shortcut for opening up and closing the ribbon? Control F1, Control F1. There you go. So now that we're in the data tab, we're going to the sort and filter group. And right inside the sort and filter group, we're going to work with the A to Z sort. That's the ascending to descending, highest to lowest type of sort. And I'm also going to introduce you to the auto filter just really quickly. So here we go in the sort and filter group. Remember, it's important that our data is organized effectively. So to sort, let's say that I want to go ahead and sort. I've got my header row, okay, and I want to alphabetize all of my products. So I can just simply put my marquee in the column that I want to sort. It doesn't have to be in the header. It can just be anywhere in the column that you want to sort by. So by my marquee being right here, Excel already knows that we're going to sort by product name, because it's in the product name column right in here. Okay, so for now, I'm going to put it in the header. And then we're just going to go right up to our sort and filter group, to the A to Z button, and we're going to sort A to Z, just like that. Boom, and there it is. Now the product names are all organized in alphabetical order. What about if I wanted to see the quantities smallest to largest? Well, then you just put your marquee in the column, quantity column, and then what you do is just go A to Z. And you see it tells you lowest to highest, so let's click on it. Keep an eye right here. Keep an eye right here on the quantity. Watch. Let's go to the A to Z. Boom, there you have it. Smallest to largest, just like that. What if I want to sort right here by category, and I want to put all of my beverages together? All right, so to do that, I'm just gonna put my marquee in that column, and now watch this. We're just gonna right click, and then I'm gonna say, hey, let's go ahead and sort by A to Z, and it's going to just put it all in alphabetical order with the beverages being first. You notice right over here, beverages. So now I've got all my categories in order, and then I can print out just like that. And there's that's basically the A to Z sort. But let's say that you've got a certain sort in place. Okay, let me give you some quick tips right now. So let's say that you have your data organized this way right here. Okay, that's the order that you want your data in, because for some reason that's just how you've got it set up. Maybe that's the way that you like the report to be run, or maybe that's just the order that you're receiving your products, or that's your whatever personal reason. And you want to always make sure that it's like that. And then somebody else in your office comes in and opens up the spreadsheet and goes, oh, hey, we need to go ahead and let's go ahead and sort this. And they right click and they go and they sort it to A to Z, boom. And now it's all in alphabetical order. And see, right now we can go right ahead and undo. I can just undo, and there I have it back to normal. But let's say we didn't. Okay, let's say they go ahead and they save it and close this file, and it's like that. Then you come back and then you open up the file and then you go, oh no, who sorted my data? And so now you got to go and manually organize it all the way that you had it before. Okay, in case you're sitting there looking and saying, hey Billy, but you can easily just sort it by categories. Imagine that it's not even sorted by categories, all right? Imagine that it was just sorted like I described just now. And so now we want to get it back to the order that we had before. How would you do that? Well, let me give you a quick tip. What you should do is you should use an ID column. And an ID column will help you get everything back to the order that you originally had everything in. So I've got my data organized in a specific order right now, okay? Let's just focus on the product names. I like the product names to be in this particular order right here. All right. I mean, I'll sort my data all kinds of ways when I'm running my reports. But when I'm not running any reports, I want my data to go back to this sort that I had right here. So the quick thing to do is what I always recommend is select column A, because I'm going to insert a column right before it. So I'm going to press Control plus, and the Control plus so that you can see right here. It's Control plus. That's what I'm going to press. So when I press Control plus, it's going to insert a column right there. So I'm going to take this column and I'm going to call it my ID column. I'm going to put a 1 and a 2. I'm going to grab the 1 and the 2, and then I'm going to double click on the autofill handle. All right, right here on the autofill handle, one of my favorite tools. I got a lot of favorite tools in Excel. So I just double click right here. Click, click, boom. All right, so now we've got our ID column already all set up nicely. And so now, let's say that we go back and somebody at the office goes ahead and sorts our data. And they say, hey, let's sort it A to Z alphabetically. And then they close it and save it. And then you come up to work the next day and you open up this spreadsheet and you look at it and you say, oh, who sorted my data? Oh, no big deal, because I've got an ID column, and then I can just sort by ID column. So just go ahead and right click, go to sort, and then just do A to Z sort, smallest to largest. You can also sort by color. Now watch this. I'm going to add some banded rows. Banded rows are, how you have one row that's one color, and then another row that's another color, and the like. You have alternating shades, something like this. Okay, those are called banded rows. So let me just put some banded rows into this data range real quick. I'm going to just convert it into a table, and then I'm going to change it back to a data range. In the next few days, in upcoming live streams, I'm going to teach you how to work with tables, because I prefer to work with tables. I'm going to press Control T. And when I press Control T, the Create Table dialog box appears. And it's asking me, where's the data for your table? And you can see the marching ants marquee. It's already selected all my data. And then it's asking me, hey, Billy, does your table have headers? Yeah, we know that those one of the 7 habits of effective lists. We want to make sure we have headers. So now press OK. And now there is the table. That's a data table. And when you look up at your ribbon, you see that you now have a contextual tool tab. And you see in the contextual tool tab, you have right here banded rows. So watch this. You can just turn them off, turn them on. There's a lot of things you can do with the table. I'm not going to get into it right now. That's not what this session is about. But I'm going to go ahead and show you that you can have, just different designs. I like this one. Boom, I like that color. It matches Don't Get Mad, Get Skills. Now I've got my banded rows. Now I want to go right ahead and I'm going to convert this table back to a range what it was before. So when I go to my table tools design, in my tools group, I see that I have the convert to a range. When I press convert to a range, it's going to ask me, hey, are you sure? We always want to read these, okay? Do you want to convert the table to a normal range? Yes, I do. So I say yes. Now it's a normal range. You notice that my marquee is in the data. And when we go right up here to the tabs, there is no contextual tool tab for tables. I did this so that you could see two things. One way to put in banded rows. Now you know that those zebra lines, they're actually called banded rows in Excel. And I also want to show you that you can sort by color. So let's just say I right click and then I can say sort, right click and sort. And I want to sort by put selected cell color on top. Look at all these different ways that you can sort just from the simple A to Z sort. So let's just put selected cell color on top. Boom. And there you have it, my friends. So now you've learned how to sort. You know that there's 7 ways to effectively, 7 habits to set up your data effectively, 7 habits of effective list. If you're watching this YouTube stream on a replay, you're going to see some videos appear at the end, and one of those is going to take you to 7 habits of effective list, so you can check it out. And we've learned how to add banded rows. We've learned that there's a table and we can sort our data in a lot of different ways, and there's more tools that we can work with, my friends. So Control Z to undo that, get myself back to this nice A to Z sort. Oh, let me give you one more tip. You know that auto filter, the funnel, the shortcut is Control Shift L. And when you go into the auto filter, you can go ahead and have access to A to Z sort, and then you can sort by color. And then if you had a lot of other colors in here, it would show you the colors right here, and then you could sort it that way. So let me just put a color right here. I'll fill this yellow so you can see, and then I'll fill this one with like a purple. So now when I go to sort by color, it's going to know that, hey, you got a few different colors that you can sort by. Pretty cool, right? There's a whole lot of things to do. So now, my friends, remember to go to don'tgetmadgetskills.com, coming soon, or check out the description down below. And remember, always be learning. I love you. And most of all, don't get mad. Get skills. Aloha.